My name is Amanda, and welcome to the second ET Live Sessions. ET Studio Productions is a recording and artist development studio here in Staten Island, New York. ET Studio Productions offers lessons such as voice, guitar, piano, and drum lessons. Our services include artist development, performance coaching, mixing, mastering, and production. Off to our first artist is Dan Corio.
What's shaking, everybody? I want to say thank you to Amanda and Laura and Joey here at AT Studios for having me here tonight. Very much appreciated. My name is Dan Corio from Dan Corio Band, and I'm going to be performing 2 original songs for you guys tonight. The first one is called Rolling Away. Didn't see this coming, no, it can't be true. Finding out too late what I didn't know only hurts more to be loved and let go. Rolling away from you, not sure what happened or what I must do. You looked me in the eyes and said that we were fine, then took your heart away while breaking mine. Did you think that you knew me so well? Maybe thought I was somebody else. Did you think that I was so cruel? All I wanted to do was love you. Rolling away from you. Hate to say I hate you, I think that I do. What were you thinking when you told me those lies? Saying goodbye's harder through a broken smile. Did you think that you knew me so well? Maybe thought I was somebody else. Did you think that I was so cruel when all I wanted to do was love you? Oh, I don't want to see you again. You're not a lover and you're not a friend. I'm better off not knowing you're in this world. But every time I close my eyes, I see your face, still feel the knife And that was Rolling Away. It was one of the first original songs that I wrote. And this next song is called Heart Won't Let Me Love Her. And it's basically a song written about a relationship that I was in, and I think a lot of people share the feeling where maybe one person is just a little bit more in love than the other person is. And I wrote this coming from that perspective. Well, I know it's not her fault. I don't love her anymore. We'd been together for a while, but time was running out. I thought I left a clue or two to tell her enough to leave some doubt. I didn't want to say it, see teardrops in her eyes. Nothing could be sadder than a heart that's not ready for goodbye. Oh no, I know it's not her fault. I don't love her anymore. And truth be told, I haven't for some time. And I prayed and begged to change it, but I'm already out the door. My heart won't let me love her anymore. She didn't see it coming, though I warned her from the start. Oh, I'm the kind to leave you in the morning. I'll only break your heart. She deserved much better than a love I couldn't give. I treated her love like it was a game, but it's a game I'd never win. Oh no, I know it's not her fault. I don't love her anymore. And truth be told, I haven't for some time. And I prayed and begged to change it, but I'm already out the door. My heart won't let me love her anymore. I'll hang my head in shame. Could've left, instead I chose to stay. Why didn't she just walk right from the start? I didn't mean to hurt her, lead her on or drag her through the mud, but good intentions are paved with a broken heart. And I know it's not her fault that I don't love her anymore. And truth be told, I haven't for some time. And I prayed and begged to change it. I'm already out the door. My heart won't let me love her. My heart won't let me love her. My heart won't let me love her anymore. Thank you guys once again for listening. Thank you, Joey and Lauren from ET Studios.
Thank you so much, Dan. And now we go to Laura.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second ever ET Live here at ET Brands. My name is Laura Monaco. I'm so excited to be here with you today. We have a special guest. Her name is Julia Gargano. She is near and dear to my heart. She is a personal friend. She's super, super special to me. I know you guys are going to love her. She's going to definitely give you guys some gems that I know you're going to take home and listen to and study. So please, everyone, give a warm welcome to Julia Gargano.
Hello, Laura. Good to see you.
Good to see you on the West Coast, rubbing it
I
in.
know. It's beautiful weather here in
For
snowy
all
New
of us,
York.
freezing.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know anything about Julia, I'm just going to read you a little blurb about her. Julia Gargano is a Los Angeles-based singer-songwriter from Staten Island. She is a multi-instrumentalist who studied vocals and composition at the College of St. Rose in Albany, New York. Being inspired by artists from Brandi Carlile to Radiohead, Julia's writing style combines modern pop with elements of rock, jazz, and soul. Julia was a finalist on the most recent season of American Idol and continues to create music and do what she loves. And that's her being humble. She didn't even tell me all the things to write. What about all the other cool? She's gotten to perform with so many people. She's got some crazy stream records, but we're going to get into that in the interview, right?
Yeah, writing buzz is like torture. It's like, what great things can I say about myself?
Awkward.
I
should have wrote it.
Yeah.
All right,
okay.
Julia, so we're going to get right to the questions. When did you realize your love for music, and tell us how it all began?
Okay, well, I grew up with, my dad was very musical growing up. He is actually a singer-songwriter as well, which is pretty cool. So we would always just be, jamming to Beatles songs and stuff when I was super little. And then actually played drums in my family band, and that made me want to start taking drum lessons. So when I was 6, I went to drum lessons, and that kind of just tumbled into me realizing that wasn't the instrument for me. I started writing songs, singing them to my drum teacher, really awkward. And just never stopped. It's just been my whole life since I can remember. And that's pretty cool.
And when did you realize you wanted to, start singing? How'd the singing come? How'd that happen?
So the singing really naturally followed writing. I was actually more of a little songwriter before I was a singer. Actually, the first song that I ever recorded, somebody else sang it, and which is a funny fact, which is cool though, because, I've always been a songwriter first. But yeah, I just started singing my own songs. And even when I would perform my original material, it wasn't really to give a vocal performance, but it would just to be to show the song. So it actually came much later in my life where I really started to try myself seriously as a artist, probably around, I say much later, but I was probably, 15 or 16. I went to LaGuardia High School in the city, and I studied vocal there. And it really whipped me into shape. And, then I interned with Laura. Laura freaking also helped me get my vocal stuff right on track. And yeah, I never looked back. It's just, I fell in love with it.
I think that's when I met you, right when you graduated LaGuardia, right?
Yeah, right around that time.
Because I remember there were students that were coming in that wanted to audition to LaGuardia.
Yes.
Give them this scale, do this, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. I know the secret.
Gave me some tips.
Yeah.
And now you left me to go to the West.
I'm sorry.
Do you feel? Let's jump.
Don't know what to say.
I know. I'm sad. So I don't want to jump around too much, but let's fast forward to college for a moment, because I feel like a lot of young artists realize that they love music early on in their life, but don't really decide to get serious about it until high school, college years. Those are super pivotal times, I think, in anyone's life to realize, to kind of think about what you want to do for the rest of your life, right? Yeah. So you went to LaGuardia, you went to St. Rose. Can we talk a little bit about how high school and college has helped kind of pave the way for your career, and if it's an experience you feel like has helped shape who you are today?
Yeah. So for me personally, I know it's different. I never really had another career in mind. You know what I mean? So I just knew what my skill set was and what was comfortable for me, and what made me feel most like myself, and wanted to just incorporate that in my education, because, it was just what I felt best comfortable doing. And it's also, I feel like your college or your high school and college years are a time where you're just learning so much about yourself. And if you can pair that with a creative education, on top of all of the experiences you're having and like this outlet to just turn to and create your own, you know, uh, chapter or memory book of where you are. It's like a pretty special thing. And going to college for music has its perks, and high school for music, whatever you're into. It really allows you to just network with musicians like your peers, people that want to do the same thing as you, which is a very valuable thing.
Cool. What was it like being in Albany and not in New York City? How often did you kind of come back home to still do gigs and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, going away to a place that wasn't like popping for music was definitely a little nerve-wracking, especially coming from the city. But it really, I feel like when you're a young artist, you know what I mean? I think finding yourself and your sound and your creative flow in that process is really, that's what's important if you haven't figured that out. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily like a death sentence for your career if you move to the middle of nowhere, as long as you're using that time to fine tune your craft. You know what I mean? And you're in a place where you can like still get one-on-one attention from teachers who are awesome. And yeah, I just use it as time to really get to know myself and get to know music. I could drive to the nearest city, play a gig if I wanted to. Yeah, it was really cool though.
Awesome. Thanks. We're going to take a quick break and go back to the ET stage.
Thank you so much, Laura. And now we go to our next artist, Angela Tinari.
Hello, my name is Angela Tinari, and the first song I'm going to sing for you guys is a cover of Every Little Thing. The scent that you left on my pillow, the sound of your heartbeat with mine, the look in your eyes like a window, the taste of your kiss soaked in wine. Every little thing, I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. Guess you forgot what you told me, because you left my heart on the floor. And baby, your ghost still haunts me, but I don't wanna sleep with him no more. Every little thing, I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. Oh, I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. They say time is the only healer. Well, God, I hope that isn't right, 'cause right now I die to not remember every little thing. I remember every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every little thing. Oh, I remember every little thing. Oh, I'm haunted by the memories of every little thing, the high, the hurt, the shine, the sting of every The next song I'm going to sing is an original called Who I Am. I'm a brunette girl, sometimes insecure, and I used to be and looked at all the time. Got a big old heart, but I keep it locked. Naive to think the world is just a rhyme. I like to write about stories where the ending just feels right. One of those old-time movies you'd see in black and white. I'm a hopeless romantic. I fall way too fast, and I'm a little bit sarcastic, but no worries, it won't last. I lead to show kindness. I believe we all should. I would love a little harder if I could. That's who I am. Mama says be honest and never break that promise I made to her the day I chose this road. So always stay true to what makes you you. You'll never grow till you unveil your soul. I like to write about heartbreak and learn to let go. I like to feel the passion deep inside my bones, 'cause I'm a hopeless romantic. I fall way too fast, and I'm a little bit sarcastic, but no worries, it won't last. I lead to show kindness. I believe we all should. I would love a little harder if I could. I'm not the same as yesterday. These growing pains won't go away. The part of me who loves so deep will always stay the same. I'm a hopeless romantic. I fall way too fast. I'm a little bit sarcastic. No worries on my path, 'cause I'm a hopeless romantic. I fall way too fast, and I'm a little bit sarcastic, but no worries, it won't last. I lead to show kindness. I believe we all should. I would love a little harder if I could. That's who I am. That's who I am. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. My name is Angela Teneri. You can find me on all socials at Angela Teneri. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Angela, for that performance. Now we go back to Laura.
And we're back. Great job on our performers. Great job. Killing it on that ET stage. All right. So let's pick up. Okay. So this is definitely jumping ahead, right? So now you get out of college.
Yes. Yeah. Amen.
Looking
Hallelujah.
for, well, actually, before you get out of college and before your senior year, you look for internships.
Yes,
meet-
I am.
You meet. Well, we met previously with Brielle Von Hugo, who at a Brielle Von Hugo show, who we previously interviewed in our first ET Live, so everyone should know her. We met Julia at a gig, and Julia blew my mind, like totally blew my mind. I fell in love. I'm like, I need this girl, right? One of the most talented humans I've ever met in my life. And you intern here, and I at the same time get called on to do some talent scouting for American Idol and America's Got Talent, and I say, Julia, you need to do the show. So Julia, the Julia that I still know, doesn't love the spotlight, but deserves to be in the spotlight because you're so extremely talented. So pushing you a little bit. And not only do you get on American Idol, I'm like, hey, you need to go on the show because you probably could win. Not only do you get on the show, you get on the show in a pandemic. Like the world
Yeah.
shuts down in the middle of one of the biggest opportunities of your lifetime. So
Yeah.
can we talk a little bit about what that experience was like, what it was like being on American Idol in general, and then being on American Idol during a pandemic? Let's
All
kind
right.
of,
Yes.
give listeners and viewers a little bit of an insight into what was happening behind the scenes.
Totally. It's so funny, like going back there and just like thinking about it. It's such a cool experience. Yeah. So starting from the very, very beginning, right when Laura kind of gave me the opportunity, it was literally like, if you want, get there interested, like go tomorrow. If you, if you wanted to audition, it's tomorrow. And I've never been somebody that was comfortable getting rejected or being said no to, or that just gave me so much anxiety. I just like, I was so nervous, but then something in me, I don't know, I was just like, I'm going to do it. So the fact that worked out was just a huge lesson of being terrified and doing something and like it completely blowing your mind, the outcome. So I know that feeling is, well, I was so close to not doing it and it blows my mind. I was so close to just turning that opportunity down because I was nervous. Never going to do that again. So anywho, just had to get that out there first. The show started actually not in the pandemic. So it was super interesting. Got to experience Hollywood Week, which scared the, I don't even know, blank word out of me. Super intense, super high paced, but you start to learn the show, you start to learn what it's like to be in a really high paced, high pressure situation where you're completely independent. And that's a cool thing about that show. They really leave it to you to get whatever you want together, So we did that. We went to Hawaii, which was the exact opposite of Hollywood Week. It was incredible. We just laid on the beach and just had so much fun. And that was an incredible experience. And Laura the whole way was helping me, pick songs and stuff. And that was another super notable moment. I came to Hawaii with a bunch of songs, and everybody had a different opinion of what song I should do. And that's a very confusing thing as somebody that was always searching for validation and people's opinions, because, you hear the executive producer say one thing or the band director say one thing. And those are like such important, recommendations. But at the end of the day, I was just like, I got to do Glitter in the Air. Laura was like, you got to do Glitter in the Air. And we just rehearsed the song. And it was my favorite performance one of my favorite performances of the whole season. And it was so special because I was like, if I just listened to somebody else and not myself, I would have not done that. And it just wouldn't have been what it was. So super, important journey for growth and decision making and feeling confident and knowing yourself better. Yourself best. So that's sick. Then after Hawaii, when I got to top 20, sorry, I was like, this is going to be a long answer, but got to top 20. It was a long process. That's when the pandemic hit. We all flew out to LA and, you start to get comfortable with the process and it starts to become like kind of more simple. And then curveball, we all got sent home. They sent all the equipment to my house. And we moved beds out of rooms. I was in the basement. The basement was in the living room. The living room's in the kitchen. It was just so nuts. So yeah, my mama, she was my right hand stage woman, that entire thing. We built the sets. It was just such a different experience than I was expecting, but definitely cool to learn how to adapt to weirdness, and still have to just go on national TV and look like you are so comfortable and in a setting where this is all normal, but it's the weirdest thing ever. But by the end of the show, even getting voted off was still the most beautiful day of my life. I know that sounds corny. I just couldn't believe the whole journey, and I knew that once it ended, it was just going to still be like, what just happened, So that's what it is right now. It's like, what happened?
Top seven's a huge accomplishment.
Crazy. It's so cool. It's so cool to.
Yeah.
And just imagine if I was like, no,
but
Laura.
I'm a little biased, so, Be
I
honest.
it's just crazy to think about what would have happened if I was just like, nah, I don't want to do this, Laura. Like,
No, you know.
so cool.
I know.
Ugh.
And I think that it really, to anyone who's watching, for any aspiring artists, it's really a true testament to just show you gotta, if this is what you want to do for the rest of your life, you have to be uncomfortable and you have to kind of fight through that discomfort and believe that you have something bigger to offer. And I know,
Yeah.
Julia, that you felt like you did. You just needed a little bit of that push. So I'm so grateful and honored that I was able to be a part of that whole experience in one of the most pivotal
Yes.
times of your life, and able to coach you through that. And that was really special.
Yes.
Glitter in the Air was an amazing moment for me. It's one of my favorite moments ever. Because
So
I
cool.
felt like it was like you were here in the studio going over it, and then you got there and you did it in Hawaii on the stage, and I was like shedding a tear. You're like, "How's my shoes look?" And I'm like, "Take them off, just take them off." And you did your performance,
Terrifying.
right? Your shoes were off, right?
Well, I was wearing these like wedges, and I was like, I'm gonna be tumbling down the sand
it.
into the ocean.
So we
Yeah,
took
so
them
I
off.
was, I just put on, yeah,
We
I
took-
put
we
on
took
like
them
flip
off.
flops. My mom,
Flip-flops. Your mom
she'd be
probably
like,
might
get
not have
barefoot. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know.
She'd be like, gonna go in there. I'm gonna see your feet.
You got nice feet.
Thanks. Okay, that's a flex. Preach. Okay.
So, and a lot of people don't realize that you play your instruments too. So the
Yes.
cool thing about you being on the show, which I know you didn't mention, is that you were given the opportunity to sing an original that you wrote for your first
Yeah.
audition, which really was showing the whole world what not only an incredible singer you are, but what an incredible artist you are, what an incredible songwriter you are. The fact that you
Thank
were
you.
able to showcase an original piece that you've done on national television is huge. That's a big deal. And I think the judges saw immediately what I and many others have seen in you, is that you really do have something special. So I'm very honored to be a part of that journey in your life.
Thank
my
you.
dear.
Yes,
All
I
right, we're gonna
appreciate it.
We're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. Go to the ET stage now.
Thank you, Laura. Now we go to our next artist, Nicolette Capua.
Hi, my name is Nicolette Capua. I'm a pop artist here at ET Studios, and I'm going to be singing my original song, Always Almost. I don't want to risk another almost on myself, more than just so close. I'm tired of losing you. Then a second later, you're laying there beside me, catch my breath, ready to be carefree. And then comes something new, like when I almost got on TV, swore that it was guaranteed, instead I had to leave. Guess I gotta be dishonest, maybe make my body flawless, for everybody to believe. It's always almost stopping me. Every time I keep a promise, I lose it, only that ironic. I'm living in the in-between. It's always almost stopping me. Oh, why is it always almost stopping me? Why is it always almost stopping me? They say moments come so unexpected. Hold your focus like you're unaffected. But how can I ignore? Every time that I move forward, I go backwards. I should know that jumping is a hazard. I keep wanting more, like when I almost lost the time. My heart could lead my mind, and it was hard to speak. Yeah, guess I gotta be dishonest, maybe make my body flawless, for everybody to believe. It's always almost stopping me. Every time I keep a promise, I lose it, only that ironic. I'm living in the in-between. It's always almost stopping me. Oh, yeah. Why is it always almost series of almost interactions. Will I always be a complicated series of almost interactions? Will I always be a complicated series of almost interactions? Will I always be a complicated series of almost? Guess I gotta be dishonest. Maybe make my body flawless for everybody to believe. It's always almost stopping me. Every time I keep a promise, I lose it, only that ironic. I'm living in the in-between. It's always almost stopping me. Oh, yeah. Why is it always almost stopping me? Why is it always almost? Yeah, stopping me.
Thank you so much. The next song I'm going to be performing is I Lost Myself in Loving You by Jamie Miller.
They say time is always meant to heal the fall. Tell me why it doesn't seem to help at all. You're okay, and I'm here trying to pick the pieces up of the old me. Before you say I'm not enough, I'm trying to find the heart I lost. I'm trying to be who I once was, missing parts of me. All because I lost myself in loving you, and loving you became someone else. I never knew I was there when you needed saving, but you wouldn't do the same thing. I lost myself in loving you. In loving you. It's sad you ruined all my favorite things to do. Looking back, the only thing I change is you. I'm trying to find the heart I lost. I'm trying to be who I once was, missing parts of me. All because I lost myself in loving you, and loving you became someone else. I never knew I was there when you needed saving, but you wouldn't do the same thing. I lost myself in loving you. In loving you. I lost myself in loving you, became someone else. I never knew. I lost myself in loving you, and loving you became someone else. I never knew I was there when you needed saving, but you wouldn't do the same thing. I lost myself in loving you. In loving you. I lost myself in loving you.
Thank you so much. You can find me on all socials at Nicolette Capua.
Thank you, Nicolette. She always does a great job here. Now we go back to Laura again.
All right, and we're back. Great performances once again from that ET stage. We are here with Julia Gargano. She's giving us some Great, great, great advice for all of you aspiring artists. Please listen to what this girl's got to say. She is in it for real. So I want to just go back to what we were talking about before. We spoke a little bit about kind of coaching and getting coached while you're on these shows, and sometimes, you know, it's a little bit harder to kind of navigate and work through these things by yourself. So how important do you feel it is to have a coach and people coaching you on the show, off the show, having a support team? Was there anyone in specific, you know, that was part of this whole thing that really kind of helped your growth?
Yeah. So, you know, it's a scary thing to be given so much independence with your creativity and your choices, because it's a lot, like, especially in your time with national exposure or something, you know, to just do it all on your own was terrifying. So we did have amazing coaches, and like the music director, Chris Pooley, was this like genius who really made everyone's arrangements just so special to them, and it made it was such a cool element of that show, how cool the arrangements were. And then we had vocal coaches, and I cycled through a couple, and they all were just so insightful and helped me come up with just like the coolest changes and arrangements, and yeah, really brought my ideas to life. It was sick.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So thanks so much to the American Idol team for that, because your
Heck
performances
yeah.
were awesome. All right. So I'm going to
Thanks.
just kind of do like a 2-in-1 here. Since you're
Sick.
now living on the West Coast and life after the show, are you still having challenges because it's still kind of COVID times? Like, what kind of, tell us a little bit about what challenges are still coming up, if any, since being off the show, since, you know, the most important part, the biggest opportunity that you had in your life, you know, before when it was Idol to now.
Yeah.
How are you kind of navigating towards your life in COVID times, especially on the West Coast away from home?
Yeah. Yeah, moving during the pandemic was definitely a little wacky, because, you know, the pandemic is just like, you thought it was going to be over in a month, and it's been like 2 years now. So it's the part that I find myself still struggling post, you know, isolation, let's just say, is I think that anxiety that I feel like we all just kind of got from things being so different and not seeing people as often. You know, I think it was really easy to become super in your own shell and secluded and fall back into negative thinking and stuff like that. So even you, as a songwriter and an artist, if you really want to go for it, you have to be networking, you have to connect with people, you have to talk, you have to go to shows, you have to really reach out to people and be able to set up sessions and not be scared if people say no, you know? So it's been a little hard getting back into the flow of being super, you know, forward and social, because we all were for so long, and I'm already just a little quirky as it is. So getting back into that has been interesting, but I'm learning so much about myself. Just the fact that I, you know, moved out here, so I'm in a whole new place while trying to navigate through that post-pandemic stuff is, it's been a really special time. I'm super grateful for it.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, Julia. So for aspiring songwriters, since you're an amazing songwriter, I think that this is an important question for you. What qualities and steps do you feel are most important in order to master that craft?
Okay, so I could talk about this for a while, but I'm going to try to break it down in maybe like 3 or 4 bullet points. The first one would definitely be to not compare yourself to other artists or what's popular right now. That can really kill your creativity and make you doubt everything you're doing. Number 2 is to just kind of let go of your ego when it comes to collaborating. It is so easy to like get caught up in your own thoughts and ideas. Getting clarity from other people is priceless, especially if they're great songwriters. It's like, get the best song. And 3 is, it is a muscle you have to exercise. And even in your brain, you can just be quizzing yourself on how to say something more, you know, more descriptive, or it just, there's little exercises you can do throughout your day, being really detail oriented. Try to see things that you normally never paid attention to. That can just kind of get your brain working in a nice lyric creating kind of way.
That was great.
Yeah.
Love that.
Thanks.
All right, I think we just have like 2 more questions for you, and then we have to bid you
Okay.
adieu. Okay.
Yes, until
So
I can come squeeze
this
you in
is
New
just like
York.
I had to throw this question in there because for those who want to be songwriters or aspiring musicians, and for those who are your fans even, I always want to
Hmm.
know who my idols listen to. I want to know what music they're currently listening to. So Julia, I know you have a very eclectic array of music that you listen to, which is awesome. And I think that
Yeah.
that's why you are who you are. What are you currently listening to? We know Brandy Carlisle's an influence of yours, but
Yes.
what's currently your thing right now?
I've been super into The Killers. Um, I just love them. I think their production is insane. Their lyrics are mind bending if you just read them on the page. So The Killers is one of them. Oh, there's a band called Foxes that I've revisited. I'm super into. I've been diving back into the Beatles, which is odd. I like haven't like just sat down and done like a deep Beatles dive in a really long time. So yeah, and then I'm just what I'm really listening to though is just my, my New Music Friday or my uh, Discover Weekly, Release Radar. I just shuffle those. It's a good way to like just feed your
Keep
brain
yourself
music.
up to
Yeah,
date. Yeah. Yeah.
heck yeah,
These indie artists are killing it that are coming up on the game.
killing it,
You're listening to this
killing
like
it.
New Music Friday playlist, and I'm like, who is this? And it's
Yes,
like
who is
somebody I never
this?
heard of, and they're amazing. So we got to give these
Mm-hmm.
artists streams. We have to support independent artists.
Yes,
Right now,
yes,
especially, it's super hard, but the talent is insane, which is why ET Brands exists. We want to help these artists.
yes.
We want to help these artists find a place, find a home, become more known. This is why we created it. So yeah, that's awesome that you do that. All right, Julia, last question. What can we expect from you in the future? Visit me. Come to New
Yes,
York.
I was gonna be like
Staten
a flight to New York.
Give
Yes.
me a couple of hugs.
For me, it's just so I released 2 songs, right? And I took a little break, and I'm just excited to start releasing music again nonstop, you know what I mean? Just like tracks loaded in the I don't know what are things loaded into. I don't know where I was going with that. But um and it's just been a fun process, again, with the pandemic, I was really losing who I thought I was as an artist, and these next songs that I've been working on I'm just so overjoyed and so in my element and comfortable, and I just can't wait to put myself out there as like that version. So that's coming soon.
Yay. And where can we
Yes.
find your existing music? Where can we learn more about you? Please tell everyone.
Yes. You can go on your preferred streaming platform to hear my recorded music. I have a couple of songs on there. Help a Girl Out. And then I have some social media, which,
It's on there. There it is.
yeah, bam. They're on top of
there,
their game over here.
There.
So then you can just, whoa. Okay, I'm going to stop trying to do it. Yeah. You can go over there to like check out the more personal stuff. You can see, get to know me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love it. And maybe we can even get a virtual performance from you on
Yes.
those. That would be great.
Yes, I got my Stude set up here.
Oh, right.
My ring light. I'm ready to go.
Maybe we'll do that. All right,
Yeah.
Julia, it's been amazing. I love you so, so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for blessing
you.
our audience and our listeners with your grace, your personality, your talent, your advice. We really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much, and hope to see you soon.
Yes, thank you for having me. This has been so fun.
Bye.
Air hug.
Thank you so much, Laura, for that awesome interview with Julia. And Julia is not done here yet. Julia is actually our last and final performer for this second ET Live sessions. So now we take it away with Julia Gargano.
You asked me my name with a look on your face that said, while your heart's still at home, catch the train. I paid the bill but wanted to stay, so I sat talking to my empty plate. Babe, got a peek of your fame, babe. Smoky and sweet, Chasing the burn with the first one I see. Oh, let's get wasted on love made to borrow. Feel lonely tomorrow. Wash the night off in the kitchen sink. Is there anything stronger to drink? Oh, is there anything stronger to drink? We made the heirlooms a part of the columns that hold up the weight of relatable problems. That's no foundation for us to solve them. But maybe I'm crazy for taking on all of them. I'm just amazed, babe. Got a peek of your face, babe. Smoky and sweet, chasing the burn with the first one I see. Oh, let's get wasted on love made to burn. Oh, be lonely tomorrow. Wash the night off in the kitchen sink. Is there anything stronger to drink? Oh, is there anything stronger to drink? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Is there anything stronger to drink? Oh, is there anything stronger to drink? Oh, is there anything stronger to drink?
Thank you, Julia, for that awesome performance. We are always so proud of everything you do. And thank you, viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And make sure you follow ET Brands everywhere on social media down below. And we hope you tune into the next one. Till next time.